I used to serve as a board director with a charity in the UK, serving 34,000 students with an annual turnover of about 12.8 million Sing dollars. So today I'm speaking to you as a volunteer. To you out there who is volunteering for this Toastmasters Club, or to you out there who's volunteering in any other organization. This one's for you. I wanted to share with you 2 lessons that I learned from my time there. And so the first lesson was that I learned how to do things for no fee, not for free. Let me repeat this again. I learned how to do things for no fee, not for free. Very often we think of volunteering as volunteering for free. But instead, the thinking that we should have is how we should volunteer for no fee. Why is this important? Because when you volunteer for free, essentially, you are cheapening yourself. Today, if you don't think about what you can get out of your volunteering experience, then you are wasting your time. You might think, John, this sounds quite mercenary. I just want to be a kind person. But here's the truth. Volunteering takes up time. And that time is the time you spend away from your family, away from your friends, and most importantly, away from yourself. If you are not clear about what you are going to get out of volunteering, I'm going to tell you this. Stop. Because it doesn't matter if someone has given you a fancy title as a director, because you might say, that looks nice on my CV. Well, as an employer myself, and speaking for other employers out there, telling me that you have volunteered with X and Y just doesn't show me that you are valuable if you don't have the testimonials to show for it. So today, what can you do? Think about what you want to get out of that experience. So when I was a board director, I made sure that I learned how to decide on multi-million pound budgets. I learned how to decide on investment policies. I made sure that when I left, I got a sterling recommendation from the CEO and the CFO. This is volunteering for no fee, not for free. Because if you don't value yourself, no one will value you. The second lesson that I learned in volunteering was that I learned how to quit. You might think this sounds a bit crazy, but let me explain. As a charity, we have limited resources. And so that means that before we decided to do something, we needed to quit and stop doing certain things. So that means that we had to let go and fire some staff. We had to turn down opportunities that were not going to yield a significant return on investment. We had to start saying no. Today, if you are thinking about your own volunteer experience and you think that you are not getting much out of it, but you are being asked to do more and more, put aside more and more time, which is time away from your loved ones, away from yourself, away from your friends, then I would advise you quit. Because let me tell you this, as a social worker myself, you cannot give out of an empty well. You cannot volunteer if your well is close to empty. And I would advise you that today, if you feel that you are running on empty, trying to handle your family, your kids, your friends, and being a volunteer as well, quit. Do the best thing for yourself. I know some of you might be thinking that quitting actually looks wrong. Yeah, sure, it might. But it might be the best thing that you do for yourself. This is important. Learning to quit and to put ourselves first instead of the organizations that we serve is very important, because at the end of the day, you are responsible for yourself. The organization, let's face it, whether you are there or not, still runs. But today, if you fall because you have given too much, no one can be responsible for that but you. As I conclude, I want to say that maybe today you volunteer not because you're kind, but maybe because you're scared of doing things on your own. So you prefer to volunteer with an organization. But today I want you to ask yourself, what will I remember when I die? Would I tell myself, what if I had set up my own business? What if I had coached and started up my own thing? Today think, why not? Thank you.